used to, I ran the roads, and I was running in Arkansas early one morning, and I looked and I saw something I'd never seen before. Never seen this before. I saw hogs in a pen, and behind that pen, in the same fenced area, was a grassy area, and a herd of sheep was in the grassy area. But I'd never seen those two animals in the same fenced-in area. So I was running, and I ran by there, and I got to thinking about it. Hogs and sheep don't sound right to me. So I turned around, and I was running back home again. And as I was running, the man that owned that herd was standing out there. I said, "Hey, man, can I talk to you for a minute?" I said, "I've never seen this before. I've never seen anybody put sheep and hogs together." He said, "Well, the penned-in area is big enough." He said, "The sheep stay up there, and the hogs stay down here." I said, "Do the hogs ever go up there and fellowship with the sheep?" He said, "Lord, no." I said, "Do the sheep ever come down here and waller with the hogs?" He said, "No. Sheep don't waller in filth." I'm going somewhere, so stay with me. I said, "You've never had a sheep get dirty with this filth?" He said, "One time." He said, "I had a bunch of ewe lambs up there, just newborns. They wasn't that old. And he said, a fox got in my field. And he said, when he did, of course, the flock just scattered, trying to find safety for itself. And one of those little ewe lambs come running down that big mire pit that the hogs waller in and comfortable in and love being in. And that little ewe lamb, it was at night, and that thing was running and around the edge of the bank of that mire, getting away from that wolf or coyote or whatever it was, and it fell into that muck and mire, that sheep. He said, it was in the middle of the night, I was dead asleep, and he said, I was laying in bed, I heard the awfulest noise. He said, I heard a sheep bleating like I'd never heard in my life. He said, I thought, man, what in the world has happened to my sheep? And he said, I got up and I opened the window, and there was that little ewe lamb. Had all that muck and mire dripping off of it. And that lamb looked at me, and it was bleating at the top of its lungs, as if to say, Master, I fell. But I can't live like this. And I'm not going to sleep. I fell into something that I shouldn't have fell into. But I'm telling you, I'm not going to quit crying. Do you clean me up of the mess I've made out of my life? That master said, I came out, Brother Kid. He said, I took a water hose and I got to spraying the filth off of that sheep. He said that thing was a dancing and a jumping and going around that field. All the other sheep got to dancing with it because one that had fallen had got cleaned up by its master. I'm going to tell you something about a child of God. I'll tell you something about a child of God. We may fall into something. We may get dirty. We may